Dumelang. Today it's a Monday. So today I'm not going to talk about any tips. I spoke about tips a couple of times. Today we are talking business. 2025 is not a year that we have to relax. We have relaxed for too long. 2024 for me was just terrible. It was a real leap year. So as a result, I didn't do much in terms of business. So as a result, I've decided that from 2025, I have to give this business my all, because this is a very, very unique business. If I can put much more effort into this, then I'm going to see the fruits of my labor, and definitely in 2025 I'm going to do that. I've started already by doing this, because I feel that I have not given this business the attention that it deserves, and it has the capability of making sure that I go on retirement before the date that I had anticipated, because I've always wanted to go on early retirement. I don't want to go on pension when I'm too old. For me, if everything doesn't go well, by 60 I'll be out of work. There's no way that I can work beyond 60. But my plan is to leave earlier, before 60 years old. So as a result, hi Connie, I hope we enjoy Mpumalanga. I can see you busy ko Mpumalanga. Mpumalanga is a very nice place. I hope you are enjoying. I've been there before, and I really enjoyed myself. So I hope you enjoy a golden thing. I can see you mazatinga busy. Not so long ago, ke go bona le ko Mozambique. So enjoy yourself. So today I want to talk about CFT. You might have seen a couple of posts. Usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I normally post about the Zoom meetings. Once in a while, I'll also post about other things relating to CFT. But I've not been consistent in terms of posting and talking about CFT per se. CFT is a company that was formed by this guy called Wandi. I met Wandi in the previous company that we used to be part of, both of us. He was the CEO in that company. So when he formed this CFT in 2022, I didn't move immediately. I didn't join him immediately. The company was formed in around April in 2022. I only joined in October 2022. So is it 2022? No. I joined, I'm lying. I only joined last year in October 2023. But the company was formed in 2022. So this is a proudly South African company. We are no longer talking about Malaysia, the other companies from China or whatever, or from Malaysia or wherever. This is a proudly South African, 100% South African. It's a company, as I've said, which has been formed by a South African called Wandi Goliath. He's from the Eastern Cape. He has worked in a lot of private companies. Like, for instance, he has worked for Coca-Cola. I can't remember the other companies that he has worked for, but it's big companies. He's also an author of a book called Turn Your Monthly Expenses into Income. Basically, what it means is that you can find ways of turning your expenses that you incur on a monthly basis into income. And how do you do that? By becoming a product of your product. If you belong to a certain company, a network marketing company, and let's say, for instance, let's take Lawnreach. I'll take the easiest one, which is Lawnreach. Lawnreach has got pads and toothpaste. So instead of going to Checkers or Pick and Pay to go and buy a toothpaste, you can join Lawnreach and buy it. The network went off. That's why I went quiet for some time. So instead of buying toothpaste from those shops, if you are a member of Lawnreach, what you can do is to go and buy that toothpaste from Lawnreach, and as a result, in most instances, you go and buy from Lawnreach, there'll be a certain percentage that you get from the purchase of that toothpaste. So as a result, you are making an income by turning your monthly expenses, because under normal circumstances, if you have bought that toothpaste from Pick and Pay or from Checkers, you are not going to get anything in return. So that's why he wrote that book, to say that you can turn your monthly expenses into income. So he then decided, that's why he decided to come up with this company called CFT Ecommerce. And the reason there's an e-commerce, in actual fact, let me talk about the first part first. The first part is about crowdfunding. If you know crowdfunding, if you know AgriForum, they normally do what is referred to as crowdfunding. The same goes with Beggar Buddy. There's an organization called Beggar Buddy. They also do crowdfunding. So part of CFT is doing crowdfunding. Then the second part, it's about e-commerce. E-commerce, it's where you can go into a website and you do your purchases for whatever that you are looking for. So basically, CFT wants to have something similar to Amazon, whereby you can just click and look at maybe you are looking for electrical appliances. You just go and click at electrical appliances. You look at the different items that have been listed. Then you click on that and buy whatever that you find on the store. So basically, the difference with CFT is that as a member of CFT Club, you can list your products. You can list up to 5 products for free. You don't pay anything. Then after listing those products, you can give your link to people that want to go and buy from CFT platform. Over and above that, all the members who are members of CFT Club, if they want your product, they can also go into the CFT platform and go and buy your product from there. And if they are using your link, then if they also give people their link, those people will also buy your products from CFT by using the members within the CFT Club link. So as a result, you can get paid from people that you have never met in your life, because all the members in CFT Club can give out their links, and then they buy your product that you have currently listed on the platform. Currently, for me, I have listed perfume company. Perfume company sells perfumes. It's also owned by a lady called Batabile Moreki. She's the owner of that company. I've joined the company and I have listed perfume company on the CFT platform. So anybody who wants to buy that perfume, they just click on the platform and buy the perfume. Then from there, I will get a notification that so and so has bought. Then I make sure that the perfume is delivered to that specific person, because I'll have the address and everything in relation to that person's particulars. So basically the purpose of CFT Club is to have as many products as we can. By next year we intend to have about 2,000 products listed on the platform. We list anything, including their books also, which are listed on the platform. Like for instance, Wandi as the author, his book is there. There's a lady who's got hearing problems. She also has a book. Her book is also there. There's another lady, I can't remember the name of the book, but her book is also on the platform. Sometimes once in a while we also have tracks on the platform, because there's a lady called Valora who's into tracking business, and what she normally does is that if she wants to sell her tracks, then she goes into the platform and lists them there. So if, like for instance, even if you have a car and you want to sell that car, you can also go into the platform and list that car in the platform, so that any member who might be interested, or if they have somebody that they know that can be interested in that vehicle, then they can refer them to the platform to go and purchase that vehicle. So it's a cup. We also have on the platform, we also have grocery coupons. Those grocery coupons are for Pick and Pay, Checkers, as well as Discount. What happens is that if you go to Pick and Pay and you want to buy certain items which are on CFT Club, which have been given discounts, you'll go and buy those things. Once you get to the till, you just before you buy, you have to go into the CFT platform and go and click those items that you have bought, which are appearing on the platform, and then you'll get the coupons for those items, as well as a code that you have to give to the cashier when you get to the cashier, and then they will put in that code so that you can get discounts. The nice thing about this thing is that if for instance you get to Checkers and they have, let's say for instance, cool beans, there's 10 rand off, you'll also, over and above the 10 rand that you got from Pick and Pay, also get about, for the cool beans at this moment in time is 3 rand. You'll also get the 3 rand saving from CFT by using those coupons. So as a result, you will end up saving 13 rand. Instead of saving 10 rand, you will have saved 13 rand. So the purpose is to have as many items as possible, products on the platform. That's why going forward, we want in 2025 we want to have about 2,000 products on the platform, so that people can have variety of products that they want to purchase. So I'm calling on all network marketers, on all authors who might be sitting somewhere and not knowing how to market their products, that there's a platform that you can use. You only pay 500 in every 4 months to become a VIP member of CFT, so that your product can be listed on the platform. So if you are interested in your product being listed on the platform, you can just send me an inbox so that I can give you all the details. A very, very exciting thing about CFT is that next year we are planning to have what is referred to as CFI. And as you know me Tsholofelo Mokgope, ngwana wa Ben Siane Mokgope, the lady, the greatest man to have ever raised this girl. My father never took it for granted that I'm meant for greatness. He never doubted that for a minute. And I think that's why he even named me Tsholofelo. My other name is Elizabeth. And if you know Elizabeth, that's the Queen of England. So my father knew that I'm destined for greatness. So as a result, that's why he pushed me the way he did. And the pushing and the support that he gave to me has given me this opportunity to be recognized everywhere. You know, one of the reasons why sometimes I rub some people the wrong way is because there are people who can identify who can see my greatness, and as a result they want me to be part of something great. I'm proudly announcing today that I've been nominated as a founding member, committee member of CFT, to become one of the founding committee members to make sure that this CFI comes into effect in 2025. Tonight we are having a meeting at 7:30 to go and discuss. This is our first meeting. We just want to discuss a few issues in terms of this thing in preparation for 2025. The goal for forming this CFI is that in 2028 CFT Club Ecommerce will have what is referred to as a mutual bank in South Africa. It's going to join. I think at the moment we have about 23. I'm not sure exactly about the numbers of mutual banks that we currently have. So the purpose, the ultimate goal is to have a mutual bank, which is going to be possible in 2028 after the formation of the CFI in 2025, which is the coming year, in 2025, beginning of January. We'll put everything in place to ensure that it gets in motion and things like that. So I am going to be a founding member of that committee to make sure that everything goes well, and eventually all the members who are on CFT Club, if they want to become part of CFI and eventually to become shareholders in the mutual bank, they are free to do so. But I'll give out the details as and when there's any developments in terms of that. So I just wanted to take this opportunity today to talk about my business, because I want to focus more on CFT Club. I intend doing a lot of live about CFT, so that people can know exactly what is CFT all about. How can they benefit? This is a very great opportunity for each and every South African that might be sitting and not knowing what is it that they can do. You can even do this as a side hustle. I'm doing this on a part-time basis because currently I'm working. So as a result, this is over and above the work that I'm doing. I have not left my Bus John job. I'm still doing it, but then over and above that, I'm doing this on the side. I've also declared this business at work, so they know that there's this business that I'm doing, which is CFT Club. So I don't have any issues with regards to that, because you just need to apply, and then that application must be approved, and that's it. Then you can go ahead, and as long as the business is not interfering with your work, hence in most instances, unless I'm on leave, you won't see me going live during the day. With posts, it's easier because I can schedule my posts a day before. I normally schedule my post a day before. In some instances, I even do it a week in advance, because you can just set up the time and the date when you want your post to be posted on Facebook. So it's not a challenge for me, because I can do that. So one thing that I'm forgetting, since something, what is it that I'm forgetting? There's something that I'm forgetting about that I wanted to announce. Anyway, I'll remember when I have to do other when I go live next time. I will remember what is it that I wanted to talk about in terms. Oh, one last thing in relation to CFT, which is very important. We have foreigners in this country who are struggling to open bank accounts, and at this moment in time, you may find that they have asked somebody who's from South Africa to open a bank account for them, and as a result, then in some instances these people will disappear with their money, because the money goes into somebody's account, and as a result they have no control over that. So CFT has partnered with Mexicash, which is part of Access Bank, to assist those foreigners to get those bank accounts. You go through the process, but you need to have the papers in order for you to be able to open that bank account. This is not an opportunity for people who are here illegally, and then they want to open bank accounts. We are not doing that. It's for people who have papers, because in order for you to complete the application, you have to fill in your details, and as a result, you need to have valid papers for you to be able to do that. We just want to assist people to make sure that they have their own bank accounts, because in some instances, even if they have their papers, they still can't open bank accounts. So for people like that, even South Africans, as a South African, I'm going to order my card tomorrow, because I don't want, in most instances, I don't like talking about things that I'm not using. I want to be a product of my product. So as a result, I'm going to buy that Mexicash card, so that when I talk about it, I can be able to show it to the people and say, this is the card that I'm talking about, and I'm also using it. So I don't want a situation whereby I'm talking about something that I know absolutely nothing about. The grocery thing that I was talking about, if you have seen some of my videos, there were instances whereby I was going to Pick n Pay and buy, and then I come back, I make a video. And the last thing on the platform, which I think I need to talk about, it's the car hire. With the car hire, you don't need, in most instances, if you want to go and hire a car from Avis or any other car rental company, you need to have a credit card. On CFT, we also have a hire service, and you don't need to have a credit card to get access to that service. What you need to pay, you pay 795 rand, not thousand. I'll scare people off. 795, which is for a year, just to make sure that you have access to that system. And once you have paid the 795, if you want to hire a car, you'll only pay 2,000 rand, based on depending on the type of car that you want. Your lowest class of vehicles will be 2,000 rand, and that 2,000 rand is only a deposit for the petrol. So when you come back, when you bring the car back with a full tank, then they refund you the 2,000 rand. You also get about 250 kilometers per day once you have hired the vehicle. So as a result, in some instances, you may end up saving a lot of money if you travel less than 250 kilometers per day. And there's also it's not only car, as much as we call it car whatever, it's actually travel, because it also includes, if you want to be booked into a hotel, in some instances you may save about 50% of the money that you will normally pay if you have to go into that particular hotel. So if you go through CFT Club, you will end up saving about 50% in terms of hotel accommodation. And also, if you want to take, let's say for instance you want to go to Cape Town, and you don't want to drive, or don't want to hire a vehicle, maybe you can't even drive, so as a result the best thing for you is to get into a bus. Then they also have discounts in terms of, if you want to buy a ticket for the bus, you can get a discount. I can't remember the exact percentages in terms of buses, but those are also one of the best benefits in terms of CFT Club that you can also consider, especially when Akoni, because you travel a lot. So as a result, you need to look at that and consider that, because it can be very, very beneficial to yourself in terms of travel. So basically, those are the most important things in relation to CFT. So if you are interested in joining CFT, you can just send me an inbox, and then we'll take it from there. And that's it in terms of what I wanted to say about CFT. I'll be doing a lot of presentations about CFT going forward, because I want to make sure that I make the impact that I want to see with this business. So thank you very much, Connie, for watching. I hope you have learned a thing or two in terms of what I've said. Good night.